Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If you've ever stood in front of a blankly labeled circuit breaker panel, hoping a lucky flip won't leave your fridge off for hours, you know how frustrating electrical troubleshooting can be. Today, we're diving into a tool built to take the guesswork out of that exact problem, the Klein Tools ET310 circuit breaker finder. Priced at just $38, it's not the flashiest gadget in the workshop, but it solves a painfully common issue with surprising precision. Whether you're a contractor tackling service calls or a homeowner upgrading outlets, tracing the right circuit safely and efficiently is non-negotiable. Over the years, I've tried my share of breaker finders. Some underperform, others break too easily, but this one stands out for its simplicity and rugged reliability. In this review, I'll walk you through what makes the ET310 different, how it performs in real-world conditions, and whether it lives up to the reputation Klein Tools has built over decades in the trade. The Klein Tools ET310 circuit breaker finder is the kind of tool you didn't know you needed until you use it, and once you do, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. I first picked this up when I was troubleshooting an old circuit in my basement that kept tripping, and let me tell you, it cut my diagnostic time from over an hour of guessing and flipping breakers to just a few minutes. You plug the transmitter into the outlet you want to trace, head over to your panel with a detector, and let the device do the heavy lifting. It gives you both visual and audible feedback, so even if you're wearing gloves or working in a noisy garage, you'll know when you've hit the right breaker. The whole process is intuitive and, honestly, feels almost too easy. As someone who's worked on electrical systems for years, both on the job and around the house, I can say this tool has earned its spot in my everyday carry list. One thing that really stands out is how thoughtfully it's designed. The transmitter doubles as a voltage and wiring checker, giving you quick readouts on reverse polarity open grounds or misplaced neutrals before you even start tracing. That's huge because it means I can verify an outlet's condition and then immediately find its breaker. No need to carry around a separate outlet tester. The build quality is solid, too. It's compact, doesn't take up much space in my bag, and the components feel durable, no flimsy plastic or loose connections. And having that built-in GFCI test function, that's a subtle but smart touch, especially when you're inspecting older homes where safety systems might not be up to code. I remember using it during a home inspection gig last spring. My client was skeptical until I showed them a faulty GFCI that the previous inspector had missed. This one tool paid for itself in one afternoon. Now, like any tool, it's not without its quirks. I found that battery freshness makes a real difference, something I didn't expect at first. I used older batteries during one job, and the readings were inconsistent with what felt like false positives all over the panel. Switch to fresh ones? Game changer. I now mark my batteries with the date when I install them, just like one veteran electrician mentioned. Also, if you're dealing with subpanels, the process takes a little more finesse. The ET310 will point you to the main breaker feeding the subpanel first, so you need to reset the scan and start over at the secondary panel. It's not a flaw, just a limitation of how the signal behaves. Once you understand the workflow, it's manageable. But if you're new to electrical work, it might take a practice run or two to get the hang of the two-sweep method. Still, the 85 to 90% success rate I've experienced makes it reliable enough for real-world use. Where this tool really shines is in everyday practicality. I've used it for everything from helping friends track down circuits for holiday lights to locating the right breaker when installing a new dishwasher. It's been especially handy in multi-unit buildings where panels are poorly labeled or not labeled at all. I remember one job in a converted apartment where the landlord had no idea which breaker served which unit. With the ET310, I mapped the entire panel in under 20 minutes. No guesswork, no turning off half the building's power, just clean, efficient work. And safety-wise, it's a win. You don't need to open the panel door unless you want to confirm visually, so you're minimizing exposure to live components. That peace of mind is worth more than the $38 price tag. On value, I'd say it's a home run. You're getting 3 tools in one: a breaker finder, a circuit tester, and a GFCI verifier. When you compare it to other brands that cost twice as much, the Klein ET310 holds its own. It's not flashy, but it's dependable, exactly what you want from a measurement and diagnostic tool. I've recommended it to a few fellow contractors, and even gave one to my home inspector buddy as a birthday gift. He now uses it to offer expanded diagnostics to his clients, which has become a nice upsell for his business. Whether you're a pro or a serious DIYer, this tool scales to your skill level. The instructions are straightforward, the interface is simple, and the results speak for themselves. In the end, no tool is perfect for every situation, but the Klein ET310 gets the job done with a high degree of reliability and ease. It's not going to replace deep electrical diagnostics with a multimeter or advanced metering, but that's not its job. What it does, finding breakers quickly, safely, and accurately, it does very well. The time it saves, the frustration it prevents, and the confidence it gives you while working make it one of the most practical investments you can make in your toolkit. At $38, it's a steal. After using it across dozens of jobs, I can honestly say it's not just useful, it's become essential. If you're tired of playing electrical detective, this is the tool that'll close the case. If you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing exactly which breaker controls what, the Klein ET310 is your ticket to smarter electrical work. Don't stay in the dark. Hit that like button if this review helped, and subscribe for more tools that cut through the clutter. Stay safe, stay sharp, and let's keep turning confusion into clarity, one circuit at a time.